talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me. Everybody's talking about me. Everybody's too blind to see me alone priority.
I go by the name of Billy Fells. Lady V, you know I got you. When it's God's work, it can't be wrong. I'm just wondering why you've been gone too long. You've been gone too long. Time to head back home. You gotta stay strong. You gotta pray on. Gotta help you get it right. We ain't perfect. At times we get it wrong. Come back home. You've been gone too long. You believe like I believe. We gon' pray. You need a shoulder to lean on, it's the place. About to start any second. Prayer explosion session. Join us, hear our message. Thanking God for our blessings. Yes, I'm so blessed. I feel better confessing. We pushing out love in every direction. Spiritual education, dedication. Loyalty to God first, motivation. If it's great, I know it's God's work, no hesitation. Hey, come and join the band, cause the band is amazing. When it's God's work, it can't be wrong. I'm just wondering why you've been gone too long. You've been gone too long. Time to head back home. You gotta stay strong. You gotta pray on. When it's God's work, it can't be wrong. I'm just wondering why you've been gone too long. You've been gone too long. Time to head back home. You gotta stay strong. You gotta pray on.
Welcome to Too Gone, Too Long, Judgment Free TV, where love and unity is spread throughout every show. No bullying or scrutinizing will be tolerated, because this is the Judgment Anything you hear is for entertainment purposes only. Too gone, too long is not reliable for the opinions of others. Thank you for your support and enjoy the show. Welcome to Too Gone.
Hey now. Welcome to Too Gone, Too Long Judgment Free TV. You already know I am your host of the evening, Miss Lady V, feeling so classy and always real sassy. So, hey, welcome to the show. This is Too Gone, Too Long Judgment Free TV. If this is your first time, hey, welcome. We want to welcome everyone all around the globe from the north, south, east, and the west. Man, right here in the building. And we hope that you are ready to be educated because that's what this show is about. It's about spreading love and it's about educating ourselves so that we can have a better us in this year. We gonna bet on us this year. That's what it is. So hey, I am super excited about what we are rocking with tonight and what we're about to do tonight and who we got coming through the building, man, to educate us. Man, I am super duper. I cannot say it enough because guess what? Tonight we are educating ourselves. We are going to talk about it and educate ourselves on something that is so very important that a lot of times we really just overlook. A lot of times we just, I'll get to it later. Well, you know what? Sometimes later is right now, okay? And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna educate ourselves right now on why we need our life insurance. That's what we're talking about tonight. So man, get cozy, get comfortable, get settled in. Hey, hit the comments. You already know. Man, welcome everybody that's watching from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Hey, we just want to welcome you. Welcome you. Please make sure you drop in the comments your questions, anything that you want to say. If you want to be supportive, please make sure that you do that in the comments. We will definitely get that on the screen for you because it's about sharing the love because that's what this show is called. That's why it's too gone too long because we've been gone way too long and it's time for us to do what? Come back home. Yes, it's time for us to start spreading love throughout the land and be a better us. That's what it's all about. And so tonight I am super duper excited about being able to spread the love and do all that we're going to do. And so, hey, I don't want to keep our guest of the evening waiting. Nope, I don't. So, hey, guess what? Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Y'all think y'all know these computers, they do what they want to do when they want to do it, but that's all right because we gonna make it happen and make it do what it do anyway, okay? And so let me actually get on up in here and introduce our guest of the evening. This guest right here, I have to tell you, man, is something special to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that family and friends and people who you know, who you really rock with, man, you should always give them a chance to share their story. And you never know what their story is going to be like until you actually hear from them. And so tonight I'm super duper excited to be able to introduce my fam to you, Mr. Kitaro Johnson, tonight. Mr. Kitaro Johnson was born in Japan, but his heritage is African American and Pacific Islander. And if you don't know, that means that he's also Hawaiian. Yes, he is. So y'all know he be getting his sexy on. You know what I'm saying? But as a military kid, he traveled a lot and saw a lot of new faces. Along his journey, he found himself struggling to find his way and where he fit in, but determined to be a better him, Kitaro got married to his beautiful queen, Miss Kara, and saw an opportunity in insurance. For 5 years, Kitaro has been the top, not just anybody, but the top sales agent in his district. His goal is to educate the American people of the importance of having life insurance and making us better as a whole. Although the journey has not been easy, Qatar refused to give up, and even through a pandemic who took so many of us out of the game, not only is he the best in his district, but he's also the youngest in his district. And now he's the youngest sales manager to do it. And at the age of 33, Kitaro doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon. Kitaro understands that life is too short, but in order to enjoy it, we must protect it. And that's his saying. So, hey, I can't wait. I can't wait. So, whatever you do, hey, please, please, please put your hands together and give my friend, my family, my cousin a warm, 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 too gone, too long. Welcome. That's what we doing. Hey, hey,
Thank
hey,
you,
now,
thank
how
you,
are
thank you.
you?
Doing pretty good tonight. How you doing?
I am blessed and highly favored. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and educate us tonight, something that we so desperately need because a lot of times we don't understand the importance of why we should have life insurance and what it actually is and what it does and what it really means for us. We don't really know. And so tonight, I am grateful and thankful that you have taken your time to come in to the lounge and actually share and educate us tonight. So please feel free to introduce yourself, tell us who you are and why you do what you do.
All right, so I'm Kitaro Johnson. I represent American National Insurance Company. Been with the company 5 years. Just got promoted to sales manager. Trying to do my thing in the industry. That's all. Trying to educate the folks in the American nation. Make everybody understand for the reason why we need life insurance, how important it is in life. It's not just to cover for a funeral cost, but it's also for income replacement because as y'all know, when you're grieving, you need a lot of time off of work. If the breadwinner in your family dies, how is that going to look for you financially? That's the problems that we need to solve in America that constantly keeps going on. No matter how many times we preach it, it's going to always happen, but you don't want it to happen to you.
Hmm. Like, I respect that, and I think it happens to us more than we expect it to, and we get thrown off a lot. And a lot of times we don't really know which way to go. So I'm glad that you are actually here to educate us on the importance and what it is and the difference between life and term and things like that, because of course we don't know. We just sometimes we just go through life just blinded. And so I am absolutely glad that you are here to educate us on this evening. And so, my first question to you is what actually made you decide that you wanted to get into life insurance?
Well, to be honest, me falling into life insurance was completely random. Uh, the story of how I got into it was um, my wife's parents passed away, uh, and they had life insurance through the company that I worked for at the time. And so when they passed away, the insurance agent got close with her side of the family, and throughout time, just ended up recruiting my sister-in-law. So this is how I got into the fields, and they recruited my sister-in-law, and she worked a couple of days. She didn't like it, and she quit. But she was telling my wife about the position, and I thought that sounded interesting. I just thought it was a regular job. I didn't know nothing about life insurance. I just thought it sounded cool. So I'm not even lying. I just thought it sounded cool. So I went and applied, got the position. I just happened to be good at selling life insurance. But what made me passionate about it is the cases that I've had to deal with. My time on the job. We life insurance is a sentimental job. That's all I can say. We deal with deaths left and right. It's crazy. The more that you deal with, the more passionate you become with the job because you understand how serious it is. You understand how you help that a family because I promise every life insurance agent you get 1 year, 2 years in, you're gonna deal with a lot of deaths. You know what I mean? And we ain't talking about old folks from natural causes. We talking about young people. We talking about 18-year-olds from car accidents. We talking about people getting shot and killed. You
Right.
know, random
Right.
events like that happen in life. You know, that's the stuff that we gotta protect ourselves from. You know, is a financial loss. Anything can happen.
Already, and I definitely respect that, and I know that it does take a lot, especially if you're an empath or something of that nature, and you can feel a lot of that, especially when you're getting close to these families. I can imagine the trauma and the pain that you guys also take on as a life insurance agent as well. Just getting close to the family, like you said, their life insurance had got close to you guys, and that's how you became part, into life insurance. And so I definitely understand that. Now, what do you actually, when you're out there selling insurance, what do you tell the people? Like, what is your main goal, and what's the reason why they should buy life insurance?
There ain't no reason why you should buy life insurance. You need the shit. The hell, I'm just saying like that. You need it. There ain't no other way to put it. You need it. You know, so if you're rich, you need it because that right there can replace the money that that you've created. Like in other words, and let's say if you're building a dynasty, right? The money that you're making from that dynasty is to be reinvested into that business, to grow that business. So when you die, you don't want all of your proceeds from that business going to your kids, right? And
True.
that's what people don't sit there and think about when they like, oh, I got a business. Oh, I make this much. So okay, so what are you gonna do without life insurance? You're gonna leave the whole business to your kids, and then they end up losing the business because they're not responsible enough.
Right.
That's the reason for life insurance right there. You need life insurance to cover that part of your financial loss. Uh, and your business profits can keep reinvesting. Your life insurance can go to the kids. You can comfortably afford it. So why not just pay for the life insurance? If you can't afford life insurance, you need life insurance because you can't afford to die.
Right. Right. Now that's that right there. That main thing that you just said was the main key right there. We cannot even afford to die.
No.
I mean, and when you think of that, I mean, it really, for me, it hits home, and it hits in a whole different type of way, because you can't afford to live, and you can't afford to die.
No, death is expensive. I'm not
So,
even playing.
so
Death,
what's the
death
average?
can cause. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna answer it before you asked it. Death is expensive. It can cost $10,000 for a funeral as of today. The prices of funerals are always inflating. A young person like myself, just take it as a young person like myself, 33 years old. We're looking at a possible 50 to 70 years more of me living, right? Think about how inflation will look in 50 to 70 years.
Right. Mad crazy. Mad
So
crazy.
my point is that life insurance is cheaper the younger and healthier that you are.
Mm,
So you can get more coverage the younger that you are. A person like my age, should be purchasing 80 to $100,000 policy because you want to project out the future. 100,000 might sound like a lot today, and it is a lot today. If you die accidentally, then that's going to definitely protect your family today. If you live too
mm,
long, it's going to protect your family for if you live too long throughout inflation.
right. So do it actually? So how do you actually accumulate? Because I know a lot of people ask that question a lot, and I know you probably get that a lot. Is how do
Every day.
you actually accumulate and get that the interest? I guess you could say off of what you're investing.
So that would be your whole life policies. We have two different types of life insurance products. You have your term life insurance and you have your whole life insurance. We compare the two just like renting a house and purchasing a house. Your term life insurance is just like you renting a house. You gain no equity in it. It's just like you renting a policy. So you gain no equity in it. Let's say if it's a 5 year term or a 10 year term, every 5 or 10 years, that the premium is going to increase on you due to the new age. Because the policy is renewing on you. Um, at the age of 65 or 70, whatever the agreement is, the policy terminates on you. So if you don't die before 65 or 70, you lose your insurance coverage. That's the term insurance. Um, I recommend term insurance to people who work dangerous jobs. Flight attendants, people who work on airplanes, or people who in the military. You know, I only recommend that if you work a dangerous position. If you're a school teacher and you go to work and come home every day, the chances of you dying accidentally is very slim. Although it could happen, it's very slim. If you're working a safe job, you're most likely going to live for a long time. But we always protect ourselves just in case of the possibility of an accident.
Right.
And so your whole life insurance, that's like purchasing a house. The policy will gain equity. It's locked in from the moment that you start. The premium will never increase on you once you lock it in. Um, and it's there your whole life, no matter how long you live.
Mm, mm, okay.
So the whole life insurance is going to cost you more because it's a better product.
Right. 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 Okay. I hope that you guys is definitely getting this as well, this information. I hope that you're writing this information down, and I hope that this information is definitely something that's marinating in your spirit, because we all definitely need it, and we definitely need to be educated on it as well. If you do have any type of questions or concerns, or you want to say something, or you just want to say hey, drop it in the comments. We'll throw it on the board like we have right now. From my family, Gideon, Heaven Willoughby, the Willoughbys.
Mhm.
That's what I call them. That was my fams as well. And so their question, as you see, is how about life with living benefits?
That's a good question right there. I was looking at that. And so life with living benefits, some living benefits, they're triggered at a certain face amount. So if you purchase I believe, let's just go with $50,000. You have to have a $50,000 face amount in order to trigger some of the living benefits, which would be like accelerated death benefit. And what that is, say if you become hospitalized or something, and like terminally ill or whatever, you can accelerate the policy before you actually die. So you can actually use the funds from the policy before you actually pass away to determine where the funds go. You also have your disability premium waiver rider. That's another living benefit. If you get hospitalized and you're in a hospital 6 months or longer, the insurance company will pay the premiums for you until you get out the hospital.
Okay. Okay. That's see now that's a good question. That's what we need right here. We need to be educated, because a lot of us did not even know that. You know, you
And a
know.
lot of people really don't know that, so like I said, I've been doing this 5 years. I've had times where I've had to go chase down clients who we just can't find. They haven't made their premium payment in about 2 or 3 months, when they've been good payers for the past 20 years. I'm not the type of agent where if you stop sending your payment in and we miss a month or two from you, I'm not going to contact you. I'm not like that. I'm going to come find you because I want to know if everything's all right. I want to know if you're still alive.
Right.
So if I got to hunt you down to figure out if you're still alive or not, that's just what I'm about to do. Because one thing I don't want is for your policy to lapse,
Mm,
in the time of you going through whatever you're going through. So what I'm saying is that I've had times where I've had to hunt clients down at hospitals and stuff. And then I
wow.
got to let them know. Like, hey, do you understand that because you're in a hospital, you don't have to make the premium payments? You have the disability premium waiver. The insurance company will pay your premiums while you're in the hospital.
Mm.
That way your
Mm.
policy doesn't lapse if anything happens to you. Like say if you're in the hospital 6, 7, or 10 months and you end up passing away while you're in the hospital. And we didn't know that, because you didn't know that you had a rider, so you didn't contact us to tell us that, then your policy lapses and you die without life insurance. That's the complication that we got to deal with. So it takes somebody like me to take the initiative to go find you so I can let you know about these benefits. Like, listen, I understand you're going through a financial bind right now, but you have this rider on your policy. The insurance company will pay your premiums until you get out. 5 months down the line, they pass
Wow.
away. 5 months down the line, they pass away. And thankfully to me, I saved the policy from even lapsing in the first place. And now the insurance company has to pay the claim on it.
Right. Right. Mm. That is dope. Like sometimes that's what we really need. And I actually commend you for actually going over and beyond. Now it makes sense. If y'all don't know, this is the reason why he's the number one sales agent in the district, because he gonna go and find you. He gonna go and make sure that everything is okay, because he'll go over and beyond to make sure that it's not just about the money, but it's about making sure that we understand the benefits that we have to make sure that we're covered, because it is hard once you do lapse. You know what I'm saying? And so let's talk about that. Once you do lapse, how it is to try to get that back, and the process that you have to actually do to even get it back. Will it just start where it is, or you actually really have to start over?
No, not necessarily. You can reinstate your policy. So let's say somebody had their life insurance policy for 30 years. You know, 30 years. Of course, you're a lot older now, so your health most likely declined. Um, the price of insurance in general is going to be skyrocketed for you. So to reinstate a policy like that, let's say if somebody lapsed that policy and 6 months goes by, we would have to collect all 6 months of premium. So say if your premium is $100 a month, we would need to collect $600 in order to reinstate the policy. But not only that, go over we would also have to go over your health again, because it's just like rewriting a new policy. We got to go over your health again. So if because you lapsed your policy, now they're underwriting you with your new health issues. That's the problem with lapsing a policy that people really don't understand. They think getting life insurance is easy. And getting life insurance is easy when you're young. The older you get, the more your health declines, everything. And it's just harder to get life insurance when you get older. People don't think about that. You get diabetes, or you might be going through some things in life where you become um where you need like psychiatric care. It's all kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff that goes on in life. Things just drive you crazy. So you might get prescribed a bunch of medication throughout the years, and you might not be insurable anymore. So I
Right.
always recommend getting life insurance when you're young and maintain it your whole life. It's going to be cheaper than it's ever going to be. So when you're going through your retirement phase, you're not looking at a high premium that you're having to pay. That's what I always try to take people from. That's why I say get as much as you can the younger that you are. That way, when you're going through your retirement phase, you're not sitting there having to pay three, four, five, $600 of life insurance. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
somebody my age, you get $100,000 policy for about $100 a month.
Wow. See,
Cheap.
get it now. Get it now. We definitely have to get it now. It's important, and especially since right now, I mean, I don't know about a lot of people, but COVID taught a lot of us a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? That,
Oh, it
you
definitely
know,
did.
for yeah, for a lot of us, we just go through life and we think that, oh well, I got it made. I got tomorrow. I got tomorrow. I got tomorrow. But COVID showed a lot of us that no, we don't have tomorrow. We barely have today. You
Right.
know, anything can happen in the blink of an eye, in a New York hot second. And I've been seeing it throughout this journey where life is just you hear 1 minute and the next minute they're gone. We just lost somebody yesterday, um, just instantly, just instantly. And
Right.
so you just never know when your time is. And so you definitely don't want to be caught off guard. And I think that's what this has definitely taught us. So my next question to you would be, with that being said, and life being so short, like, what would you recommend a total to be? Like, how much insurance do you recommend someone get at a young age, and what would that age be? Like, what would be the age that you would say, hey, this is the time that you really need to get this, and you probably should get about this much?
Um, well, anybody under 40 years old, I would recommend at least 50,000, because like I said, we want to project out the future just in case we live too long. We want to protect ourselves from too much inflation. Anybody over 40, I would recommend at least 25,000.
Okay.
Um, so just stuff like that is what I always try to determine everybody's financial objective also. So let's say if you make 100,000 a year, you need at least $100,000 policy to replace your income just in case just in case you die.
Right.
Your family used to you bringing in 100,000 a year. So when you pass away, it's only right that you pass away with $100,000 coverage at least.
Right. Right.
And all that's gonna do is get absorbed to bills. Because your wife, let's say if the husband is the breadwinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the husband, gets killed in a car accident or anything, struck by lightning, anything, it's random stuff that goes on. But let's say the husband gets killed. Um, First of all, his funeral is gonna cost about 10 grand. So
Mm.
that's 10 grand off of 100,000 right there. Um, the wife, she ain't gonna be able to work because she's grieving. She might end up taking 6 months to a year off. So and we're talking about another 20 to 30 grand going to just bills throughout the year.
Mm-hmm.
Then what's next after that? She might not want to get back to work. So my plan, what I always talk to my wife about is, if anything happened to me, make sure you pay up the house for at least a year, and you take a portion of my life insurance and you reinvest that into something, something that's going to make you money in the future, something that's going to bring in some money for you, that's going to release some stress, so you're not having to go to work, sad about me being gone and not in your life.
Right. 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 I think as sometimes as women, we really don't think about that. You know what I'm saying? Because if we don't never think, that you're gonna leave us. Not like that anyway. And so that's not we never consider, oh, you know what, I probably should do and prepare myself just in case. Because a lot of times we don't want to look at the just in case, but it's important that we do, because it's important. That's who we are. That's the life we living in right now. The
Oh
just
yeah.
in case life. You know.
Well, I tell you something that ain't just in case. We gonna die for sure.
Facts.
No, I don't even like to play around with that. It just, that's how I am as a life insurance agent. When people try to say, "Oh, I ain't dying no time soon," but one thing for sure, you're gonna die. So
Hmm.
let's just talk about it now.
Right. Right. For me, I'd rather talk about it now and get educated on it
Right.
than to wait and can't get educated and don't have no money to do anything. I can't help my family. My family is struggling, and we forget that a lot of times that's what happens. We forget about our families, that we gonna die one day and they gonna have
Right.
to come, bury us and go through all this other stuff. And we never think about that. And we probably should. And so I'm glad that, like I said, you are here to educate us tonight, so that we know why we really need this life insurance, why we should go and get our, what benefits It has to us, because a lot of times we really don't know. We have no idea of the benefits that life insurance is, you know. And so I know one day somebody was asking, what about life insurance with a trust?
Life insurance with the trust, that well, that right there is something that you got to set up with your lawyer. You got to get a lawyer to set your will up and everything for you. We don't deal with that.
All right, cool beans. That is cool, cool, cool. See, I like to ask all kind of questions because they come in, they come in, they come in, they come in, they come in. So if you could tell anybody um anything about this business that will definitely benefit them, that you haven't already told us, that you really know that you want to cover, that you need to cover, what would that one thing be?
I'm sorry, can you ask that again? I didn't
Yes,
really.
yes. I said, if you had anything that you want to, that one thing that you really need us to know that you haven't already told us yet, that of the reasons why and the benefits of having life insurance, what would it be?
Um, well, for one, we need life insurance to, to change our future, you know, and give our kids a different life. What's the difference in life and burial insurance? Oh, we want to change the life for, our younger generation. We don't want our kids to have to come up the same way that we did. You understand what growing up with no money is like, right? It'll make you turn towards the streets, which we want to avoid. So if you have life insurance, your kids won't have to turn towards the streets. If you were to pass away, you would give your kids, who may not be responsible in this generation, let's just, speak it into existence on reality. Let's say you have kids who aren't responsible, but you have life insurance to pass down to them. Okay, so what? They're not responsible. You leave that up to them to determine what they're going to do with their future and their kids' future. Hopefully you can educate your kids enough for them to get life insurance for their kids, and then you pass it down, through generation, and then eventually your family starts to get smarter. That's the thing that I'm trying to educate people on is, I understand you don't want the life insurance, but we don't want your kids being like that and your grandkids being like that, and then everybody in your family just not giving not giving no type of care.
Right, right.
And life
And
insurance is profitable for the client, for the insurance companies. It's just profitable all the way around. You might win, the insurance company might win. It's a game. One way
okay.
or the other, one of the parties is gonna win.
And that's a fact. And that's a fact. And so we, of course, you see our next question up on the board as well. What's the difference in life and burial insurance?
Um, to be honest with you, I really can't answer that question. I don't really know much about burial insurance. From what I know, burial insurance is expensive. That's all I know. I don't really know much about it. Life insurance, you can get very affordable premiums, depending on if you get it the younger that you are.
Okay. Okay. All right, cool. See, that's why for me, I like to know. All right. So for the insurance, as far as insurance goes, because I mean, I heard you break it down between the whole and the life.
Hmm.
Um, yes, the whole and the life. I have to make sure I'm like,
Term life and whole life.
yes. And
Mhm.
so Just clarify it just a little bit more because somebody said they actually did not. But hold on, how she say it? Okay, she said that she didn't quite understand the difference between. She understood about the house and how you explained it, but she said, "Can you go into more depth on the difference between the whole and the life, please?"
Um, so the difference is, term insurance, like I said, it doesn't build equity in the policy. And at the end of the term, the policy just terminates. So if it's, like I said, if it's a 10-year term policy, every 10 years, the premium will increase on you due to the new 10 years of age. And then once you attain the age of 70, the policy would terminate on you. If you're still alive, the policy would just terminate on you. Now with whole life, no, in whole life insurance policies, it will build equity throughout the life of the policy. The premium will stay the same from the minute that you start the policy, it will never increase on you. And the policy is locked in for your whole life. And that's why it's called whole life insurance, because it's there for your whole life.
Mm. Now, see, that's a good way to explain it because a lot of people didn't actually understand that part right there, and so that is actually a great way to explain it. And you also said that um, the whole is more expensive than the life than the life, correct?
Yes, because it's a better
Or than the
product.
term.
Yes,
Okay.
because it's a better
Okay.
product.
All right. Cool.
Absolutely.
All right. So, someone just asked, what has been your biggest failure and your biggest challenge in this industry?
Mm, my biggest challenge in the industry is when people say that they have life insurance through work.
Mm,
Now the problem with that is what a lot of people don't really understand is the life insurance through your job is most likely only accidental insurance, meaning they will only pay if you die in an accident. If you have a heart attack, they don't give a damn about you. I'm just being real. If you have a heart attack, they ain't gonna pay. They gonna, oh no, no, no. You see the fine print. This is an accidental policy. You gotta understand why it's so cheap at work. It's like $4 for 50,000. I recommend everybody to get it. Of course, you should have the life insurance to work just in case you die accidentally. That's extra insurance, but you should also have a life insurance policy that you operate outside of work, something that you take control of on your own.
right. See, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people just go to work, they just get that, and you're right. You know, we always feel that, oh, I got life insurance through my job, so what do I need the extra coverage for? And you just explain why we do, and that's definitely something that we need to know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We know that, like, we do need that extra coverage no matter what we're going through. Like, it's good for our family. I rather know that I'm protected all the way, and then to have these surprises, because that's a lot of times people are surprised at the end when it doesn't cover what they thought it was going to cover. And I
Oh,
think that's what a
absolutely.
lot of people go through, you know,
Mm,
is that surprise factor.
right. Um, yeah, no, I think everybody should have a policy outside of work. And it's important, like I mentioned earlier, just listen, let's put it into reality. Let's say if again, like I said earlier, life insurance is sold off of health and age, right? So let's say if you work at your job for 30 plus years, and then you retire, quit, or get fired or anything, right? So when you leave the job, the insurance to the job is over with. You know,
Hmm.
you don't
Hmm.
leave with that life insurance policy. That was only for while you was an employee with that company. So now the problem is you're 30 years older, your health then decreased. You know, the insurance is gonna cost you a lot now. Now when I come to you with a price, you're not gonna like it at this point because I deal with it
Right.
every day. You know, and I still sell these type of policies. I'd rather you get it when you're younger, so I'm not having to have this talk with you. Like the reason why it's costing you so much is because it is this and this. You know, all these type of health issues. You know, and you don't qualify for a standard policy, so I gotta hit you with this policy. You know, that's what people don't really understand. That's why I always recommend get it when you're young and healthy. Get the whole life insurance locked in when you're young and healthy.
Right. 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 I somebody wait a minute, hold on. Somebody just said so they've been having troubles getting life insurance through
Mhm.
the different companies. And they want to know, is there any way around that? Like how do because they have waited and they have heart congestive heart failure. How do
Um,
they is there any way that they can get around that because that's what they're being denied for?
oh yeah, we have a guaranteed issue policy. You know, so our guaranteed issue policies, those are and they're graded policies. Is is basically you admitting to the insurance company that you're at high risk of death. You know, because that's the name of the game that we're playing. You know, so you're admitting to the insurance company that you're at high risk of death, and they guarantee you an insurance policy no matter what your health is like. And the stipulation comes with a 2 year wait. You know, so it's a 2 year wait far as natural death. If you die in any form of an accident, it will pay immediately. You know, but as far as natural death, it's a 2 year wait for natural death. If you make it 18 months down the line on the policy, not necessarily the 2 years, you make it 18 months, the insurance company will pay you 110% of your money back. You know, so they'll give you your money back plus 10% on top of it. They just, they won't pay the full face amount until the 2 year anniversary. But we
Mm,
definitely have products for anybody.
cool. So for those who are out there listening that has that's struggling to find insurance, American National, that's who you want to go to get your insurance through. You know what I'm
Now
saying?
I am in the Oklahoma area. So if you guys are in the Oklahoma area, you guys can contact me on Facebook, or you can uh, take my number down. My number is 405-754-9983. If you're in the Texas area, one of my boys, Terrence, you can find him on Facebook. His name is Terrence Wilson. He's a broker, actually, with PHP Agency. And, you know,
Already.
if
Already.
it's a lot of options that you're wanting to look over, he's a broker. He can look over a lot of options for you. If you want to talk about the graded policies, you can. And you're in the Oklahoma area, you can talk to me. Well, we
Already.
have American National for one has all kind of products. We everywhere. We insure everything.
Already. Now see, there you go. You can't beat that right there. All right. Yep. See, I think somebody just was asking that same question right there. How hard is it to get a policy for someone with pre-existing conditions?
That's a good question. Um, with pre-existing conditions, like I said, we have a graded policy, so it doesn't really. It depends on how bad the conditions are. But we do have the graded policy, which would guarantee them the insurance coverage. It gets issued within 30 minutes. If it's not too serious, I would try a standard policy that doesn't have a 2 year wait, and we would just have to go through the paperwork. So it really just depends on how serious the health issue is.
Okay. All right. All right. Now, what would you say that your so okay, let me back up. being a top sales agent, because you're answering so many of our questions. And again, if you are tuned in right now and you have your question and you need something answered or you don't understand or whatever it may be, please feel free to drop it in the comment section. We will definitely be glad to get it on and have Kitaro to answer those questions for you. He is willing to do that. He's going to give you as much information as he possibly can and all that good stuff as well, because it's about being educated. And if you don't know why you need life insurance, he is here to answer those questions. He is here to enlighten you on why you should live or die with life insurance, because he already told us we can't afford to live and we sure can't afford to die. We just can't.
Okay.
We just can't. So we got to make sure that we are living and dying with life insurance. You know what I'm saying? With life insurance. And that's what this show is about. It's about life insurance and being educated on why we need it and the importance of why we need it. Okay, so make sure that you drop your questions in for sure. Get them in, get them in, get them in. So, of course, being that you are a young salesman, tell us what really are the challenges of being a young salesman. You know, do you feel like you have an advantage?
I feel
Any?
like I have a really strong advantage. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Why?
Oh, because you said it. Because I'm young, I still got a long time. I still have a long career life. I got a lot of energy because I'm young. I feel like everything that I do is because that I'm young. How hard I can go out here in the field is because I'm young. You know, I'm able to stay out here long hours. Having these long conversations with people and just like talking to as many people as I do is simply because I'm young. You know.
Already, already. So, what is it? Somebody said, what do you have to do to be a top sales agent? And were you ever afraid to actually go out there and sell your first insurance policy?
Mm, I've had times where I was afraid, yes. So I can see where the anxiety comes from. Oh yes, it's real nerve wracking at first. You just gotta overcome those fears just like everything else. You just gotta I mean the only thing I could really say you just got to do is you gotta push yourself to actually talk to these people because the one thing that you gotta realize is that when you're in this field, there's people outside the world, I mean outside in this world who don't have life insurance and we need to get everybody covered. You know, this is just a business that's always going to be profitable, you know. And yeah, you can be scared definitely in the beginning, and that's normal. I just want to say
Hey,
that.
somebody always tell me if you're never nervous when you get ready to go on, then you already got the big head. You already too big for your britches.
Oh
And
yeah, you arrogant.
yeah, yeah. So we don't, you never want to get there, because when you're doing what you love to do, first of all, you're never arrogant about it and you're always humble about it. And not just that, but you never work a day in your life because you actually love what you do. Do you feel like that? Have you felt like that for the past 5 years? Have you grown, or have you grown to feel like that where you love what you do, that you never feel like you're working?
I definitely grown to be like that. At first, I didn't really take the job. I didn't really take this as serious as it should be. When I first started, and I'm sure a lot of people come into life insurance for the same reason. A lot of people take a dive into the life insurance field based off of the money. And it's not even about the money. You know, but yeah, a lot of people come into the life insurance field because of the money, because it's a good paying industry. But uh one thing you don't want to do is get lost trying to chase money.
Mm,
That's where you actually lose yourself in the industry,
mm,
because you start making unethical decisions because you want to make money. You want to make a certain amount of money, So a lot of people end up chasing the money instead of chasing the real objective, which is protecting the families, making sure that you're selling them the right product. It doesn't matter if you're selling somebody a $400 policy. I'm talking about monthly premiums, or a $20 policy.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, your job is to make sure that they're protected. It doesn't matter how much that they're paying. You shouldn't say, "Oh man, this policy is only $20 a month. I ain't gonna make no commission off of that. I don't want to sell them this. I'm gonna sell them this." No, you're making the wrong decision.
Right.
Unethical decisions.
Which we tend to make so many times. We do.
Hmm.
We make a lot of unethical decisions. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's what this show is about. Is about being able to educate us, to make better choices, to make better decisions on the things that we have going on in our life, to be financial literacy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we missing. We missing financial literacy in our lives, because a lot of times we're not taught that in schools. We're not taught that in the different, throughout our community as well. And so we need that financial literacy. And so, hey, anytime that we can educate our people to do as such, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to bring people in to say, hey, this is what we need to do to better our lives, to make a better choice in the things that we're doing for our families, for our children, for our grandchildren, where a lot of times we really don't know that. We don't. Yeah, I'm losing signal, but my bad.
Yeah, a lot
But
of people are thinking.
yeah, I don't know. That's because I'm spitting some real stuff, and that's all right. We gonna rebuke him right now, baby, because he gets no win. You don't get to win over this show. That's what you don't do. So keep it pushing, keep it pushing. Move on, baby. Yes, yes. So have you did you have any mentors or any influential people that actually said, hey, this is this try it like this, or live like this, or how did you get to being the top salesperson?
Oh yeah, yeah. So I work for American National. The company I work for, we're a strong team. We're always encouraging people to we're always encouraging people to get better. We're always helping each other get better. Like, my mentors was my district manager and my sales manager at the time. They rolled me a lot, and they at first they sold for me a lot. And what I would do is I would just watch the way that they sell, and I use the same words that they did. That's one thing about this industry. There ain't no reason to create a new way. They're doing the way of selling insurance is already set in stone. All you have to do is copy and paste. So if you see one man being successful, all you got to do is say and do exactly like they're doing. It's as simple as that. You just don't try to create the wheel. Don't try to recreate the wheel. Just do it exactly how it's supposed to be.
Right, right. I love the fact that you said that, because a lot of times as entrepreneurs and in business, we always try to recreate it. You know what I'm saying? And then we
Right.
wonder why it takes so long, and why we're going through this and why we're going through that. Well, because we're going through that because we're trying to recreate something that's already there, something that's not broken. And what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And
Right.
we're always trying to do as
Mhm.
such. And so I definitely I definitely respect that. I definitely respect that. So what's the one thing in this business that made you successful that you didn't expect?
The one thing that made me successful. Hmm. I can't name anything in particular. I just, one thing about me, I just like making money, you know, and that's always going to drive me to do better, and so that was just my main thing. It was just I got bills to pay just like everybody else. So I'm gonna do my job in the way that it's supposed to be done. If you tell me to do it this way, that's exactly the way that I'm gonna do it, if not better. So when I came into the life insurance field, it's they told me how the job is to be done, and I done it that way, and just happened to be successful while doing it. Come to find out that the only reason why I get so much recognition is because I do the job to the T. And a lot of people really just don't do the job to the T. They might, uh, a lot of people might come in and like, oh, I want to make some money this week, sell a policy. No, well, see, what I do is I'm talking to everybody. When I go get gas, I'm talking to you about life insurance. I'm talking to everybody. I'm an extrovert. I can't help myself. I'm just always starting random conversations with people.
Yeah, that's the one thing I think we definitely got for sure. That's the one thing that we it runs rapid through our family. We don't have
Yeah.
no problems with talking to nobody, and that's
So
the
I
thing.
guess that will answer the question for you. I'm an extrovert. Yeah.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
hmm
That's a good thing. So, oh, wait a minute, where was it? Because I don't want to miss their question. Someone said, in your opinion, what is the most important personality trait or strength someone would need to work in the insurance industry and to be successful at the job?
Okay. So for one, like I just said, an extrovert. I would recommend you be an extrovert because you need to socialize quite often. That basically that's our job is to socialize with people. You know, and life insurance is not necessarily just all business. It's more about creating friendships with people. So if you're not good with creating friendships, then life insurance wouldn't be a good fit for you, I think. 'Cause that's just how I am. Before I even sell you any business, I'm trying to make sure that you know that I'm more than just a life insurance agent. I'm a friend, you know, and we're gonna have a long conversation about anything other than business. We're probably gonna talk for like an hour and a half before I even mention to you about life insurance.
Already, already. Now, and you know what? I definitely respect that because I think that's really key is to be able to be personal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
hmm
I think that goes a long way in business because some people it's just about the money, and of course, we always want to make money. We're not gonna deny that right there. We always definitely want to make money, but we definitely want to make sure that the person who's getting the product know exactly what they're getting and they know why they're getting it. And I definitely say that um listening to you, knowing you, and listen to you how you have explained it time after time, especially to myself. um you definitely know how to educate the people that you're talking to make us feel comfortable with saying, you know what, you right, I do need this. Let me jump on this right now instead of, I'm already late anyway, because I feel like anytime we're after anything after 30, we already late. But it's better late than never.
Right.
And so I definitely respect that and all that other stuff. So what do you see? What is it that where is it that you want to go in your career? What's
I
next?
want to I want to make it as high as to field director. I want to get as high as to a field director. If not president of the company. I'm that passionate about life insurance.
Right.
I done found this as my career choice that I want to set with. For I ain't gonna say my whole life, but the majority of my life, at least until I'm about 50 or 60. I'm planning on retiring from life insurance. So
Already. And so, of course, someone said, as a life insurance agent, how does your wife feel about that? Is she ecstatic? Is she bored? Is she, because some people think life insurance agents are boring, obviously. Um, but what does she feel?
And my wife, she loves my position. She rides with me a lot. A lot of times, like if she has time, she'll ride with me. And she sees me make sales and stuff. She sees how passionate I be about my job. My wife loves my job.
Now that
We take trips and everything. So me personally, I make the position look fun.
right on. And that's what being young is. That's what being a young salesman. So for all you old people out there, you know what I'm saying? Hey, get your young on, get your young on. We gotta start living abundantly. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, because we only got one life to live. We only got one life to live, and we
That's
might
right.
as well live it abundantly and protect it while we're living it. Right?
Yep.
Already. And so I know that you got 1,000 other things to do and all that good stuff. And I definitely, again, I appreciate you coming through and rocking out with me on this evening. I don't want to keep holding you up because we can talk for days and centuries and
You
all that
already know.
good stuff. For days and centuries. But I have to ask you, if you could tell somebody one thing that will encourage them to either get life insurance or to keep striving at what they're doing in their career, in their life, in their movement, whatever it is, what would that one thing be and why?
Um. Well, again, I think everybody just simply needs life insurance. I really can't go into depth on the reason why. I just feel like you need it. You know, and we can go over a bunch of scenarios on why you need it, but the bottom line is that you need it. You know, career wise, I encourage everybody to push for the dreams, man. If you're lost in life and you need a direction to be pointed, just get on YouTube. It's all kind of motivational things going on YouTube. Somebody's gonna point you in a direction one way or the other. You fall into these rabbit holes, you're gonna find a way. Um, it's all kind of career choices, career opportunities out here. There's no reason why everybody ain't out here succeeding in life nowadays. You don't even need a college degree like you did back in the days.
Hmm.
You can think of something and create a YouTube platform and get rich off of the platform just talking about it. You know,
Hmm.
it's all kind of ways. One thing for sure, we need to make it happen in this generation.
And you know what? I definitely have to say your generation is definitely making changes, making major moves, doing major things. And y'all definitely becoming successful. Y'all even showing us how to become successful. And we have to thank you for that. You know what I'm saying? Because it is about, baby, hey, I can tell them it's about getting in where you fit in. And we learning, along the way. And so we definitely want to say thank you, for coming in and for educating us and for showing us exactly what it is that we need to do and how we need to do it and what we need to do. Because a lot of times we don't know. We have no idea. We just have
Right.
no clue at all. But you have definitely came through tonight and educated us on why we need life insurance and the type of insurance that we really need that's good for us as far as what we need. So hey, before we get up out of here, I definitely want you to give them your information again. Tell them where they can find you. Tell them where they can, hit you up and all that good stuff, because it's about making sure that you guys have what? A life insurance policy. And you want
Right.
to definitely call the best, call the best, call the best. Mr. Kitaro Johnson. That what we doing. That what we doing.
American National Insurance Company been established since 1905, so very reputable company that I work for. Very strong insurance company. I've gotten plenty of claims paid out over the years. You know, that's what I do. I make sure everybody's family is taken care of financially if anything happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, give me a call if If you're in the Oklahoma area, my number is 405-754-9983. There you go, American National Insurance Company.
Right there, right there. Y'all make sure y'all get it. I'm about to um do that. Repeat that number one more time for me, Katara.
405-754-9983.
All right. So you guys, hey, it is definitely in the it's definitely in the comments. You guys make sure that you go and check it out. If you need to speak to Kataro for any reason, make sure you go do that because he's going to answer all your questions and he's going to point you in the right direction of where you need to be so that you can get your life insurance on, okay? Because that's what it's definitely about, is making sure that you definitely have what? Life insurance. You want to be
Yes,
protected.
ma'am.
You want to be covered. Okay. You don't want to go out like no chumpy. Okay. That's what I'm going to say. You don't want to go out like no chump. So, yes. So, are there any final words that you would like to say, my dear, before I let you go?
No, nothing. I think we pretty much got it all.
All right, then. Hey, y'all heard it firsthand. Again, right here, make sure that you go do what? Support, 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 because that's what it's all about. It's about supporting, it's about being betting on you this year. It's about being educated and getting in where you fit in, okay? So make sure that you go hit Kataro up today, tomorrow, because, well, sometimes tomorrow ain't promised to you. Remember that. So make sure you hit him up today, today, today. That's what I want you to do. Go hit him up today. And when you hit him up, tell him, say, hey, I saw you on the Too Gone Too Long Judgment Free TV. I saw you. I saw the interview. I got your number there, or I got your information there. And I want to make sure, hey, I got some questions to ask you, or anything. And you can
Hmm.
do that. And he's going to put you in the game. I promise you, he's going to put you in the game and get you exactly where you need to be. So make sure that you go hit him up. That's Mr. Kitaro Johnson. The number is in the chat. It's in the comments, okay? That's the only way you're going to see them unless you go back and rewind it, okay? That's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to do it. See, it's about making sure that you're in the building. It's about making sure that you're here so you get the information you need, but it's in the comments, okay? So if you need that, make sure that you contact Mr. Kitaro Johnson. And again, Kitaro, darling, thank you for coming through and embracing us and educating us tonight on stuff that we definitely had no idea on. And so I definitely want to say thank you for that. Tell Kara, thank you for letting us borrow you on her time, because I know it's her time. It's a
Uh-oh. Don't tell me you done froze out on us.
Monday night and everything. So hey, we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We in the building. We in the building. That's what we get.
Oh,
We get a little stormy. Yeah, we getting a little storms. We're getting a little storms, but we still here for you. We still here in the building.
oh,
So
is it storming out there?
yes, yes, it is. It is storming out here. Man, it's trying to come through like nobody's business. Like nobody's business. But that's all right for those who are in the storm. Hey,
All right, cousin. Oh.
Man, I told you. But hey, we back in the building. We back in the building, and I do apologize for the technical difficulties as well. But hey, y'all make sure y'all go catch Kitaro Johnson. His information again is um in the comments, okay? So make sure that you go do that. And before we get cut off again, because yes, like I said, it is storming out here in the Kansas. Yes, it is. But that's okay because guess what? No weapon formed against us shall prosper. And we're just gonna keep moving and keep doing what we do, okay? So let me do this real fast. We got our words of wisdom, our love letters, and of course our thoughts of the day, right? That's what we have. That's what we have, right? And so let's start with our words of wisdom tonight. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start with our words of wisdom. So, dear Lady V, I desperately need your words of wisdom in my time of need. I'm in love with two men and have been for the past 10 years. Now, I think it may be coming to an end when one of them has asked me to choose. I'm not sure where this is coming from, but he's decided he doesn't want to share me with anyone. What do I do when my heart is in both places and I don't want to relationship and I'm all out of options? My time is running down. I hope this letter finds you before my time has expired. Signed, Time's Up. Well, time's up. You know, Lady V gonna give you the my professional version, and then Lady V gonna give you my hood answer. Okay, I just gotta tell you like that. I got to give you my professional answer, and then I'm gonna give you my hood answer. Okay, so my professional answer is baby girl. If he's not willing and he doesn't want to share you with anyone, you have to really take that into consideration. You really do. Like, it's okay. Like I understand being in love with two people, but you're gonna have to make a choice. Choose the one that you really that gives you what you need. Choose the one that makes your heart pitter patter. That sometimes you just lose the words on. You don't even know what to feel or what to think or what to say or how to say it, but you know that you got to. Okay, choose that person. Choose the right one that makes your heart do things that you never thought your heart could do. That's what you want to do. Okay, that is what you want to do. Now, for my hood answer, you know I got to give you my hood answer, right? Bye. Keep dating both of them as long as you can, honey. Because sometimes it takes multiple people to satisfy who we are, okay? And that's okay. You got to be you, be who you are. And if he can't understand that, then, hey, if he decides to walk out, then let him. I know 10 years been a long time, but sometimes you can't keep nobody that don't want to be kept, okay? So make your choice wisely, darling, but I hope that you make the right choice for you because at the end of the day, it's all about your happiness, your heart, your peace, and your peace of mind, okay? Don't forget that. Always remember that as well, all right? And so let's go on. Let's go on. Let's go on to our love letters. That's what it is. So this one is going out. It says, this shout out goes to Jaden. You are my one and only boo, Raul. So, hey, Raul, we glad that you love Jada. Keep spreading the love and telling her that you love her each and every day, okay? That's what we want you to do, is keep spreading the love. That's what it is all about. Yes, that's what it's all about. And of course, you know what I'm saying? Let me give you definitely my thoughts of the day before we get out of here. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do something a little bit different. I ain't going to give you my thought of the day right now. I'm going to do that right at the end. But what I want to do is I want to give Kitaro Johnson a shout out right now for coming through, blazing the lounge right now, Judgment Free TV, and coming to educate us on why it's important of having life insurance. If you don't have any, make sure you go out there and get you some, okay? American National Insurance Company, the number to find him is also sitting in the comments, okay? Make sure that you hit him up, okay? So that you can stay in the know. That's what we want you to do. Okay. And of course, for all the people that rocks with me all the time, that does what we do and all that stuff, man, y'all make sure y'all go support them. Support. I cannot say it enough. Support them. Okay. They want you, they need your support because, hey, that's why we do what we do. We do it because we love to, but we need your support. So make sure that you go out and you support. So I want to give a shout out to all my friends and family over there at Mall Record Management. I see y'all showing up and showing out. Y'all keep doing your thing over there, baby. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. And yes, I know that y'all had a beautiful show this Friday. So, hey, I'm glad that y'all showed up and showed out because y'all need. Actually, it was Saturday, not Friday. It was Saturday, but they showed up and showed out in Sacramento. And so, shout out to the whole entire Mall Record Management family. Shout out to my Hill Reserve Bling Vault. Yep. If you need your bling, you need your bling, you need your bling. Make sure that you go out and you do what? Support. Hill Reserve Bling Vault. She always keeps me frosted. She always keeps me looking good with my good accessories. Keep me accessorized. You know what I'm saying? So I can get my bling on so I can shine like the star that I aura. Okay? And that's what she wants you to do. She wants you to shine bright. Shine like a diamond, baby. And so go over there to Hill Reserve Bling Vault and go get your shine on. Okay? Do that. And of course, if you need a makeover, if you are in the Oklahoma area as well and you need a makeover, hey, she might even travel to you, baby. You need a makeup artist, baby. I got the baddest in the country. That's how I'm going to say. I got the baddest because she bad with it. She cold with it. Make sure that you go check out Miss Honesty Broom at Classy Glams, baby. She going to glam you up, make it look real sexy, real fly, real beautiful, okay? So make sure that you do that over there. And I cannot forget my people, my friends, my family, because we making a difference, baby. Make sure you go and sign that petition, okay? For our lifers, we need your signatures. That's what we need. Yes, it is. So shout out to my people over there at Second Chance Parole Reform. I love you, babies. Y'all keep shining like the stars that you are. And we going to keep on doing and making a difference until the smoke clears. Okay? Yes, we are. So make sure that you go sign the petition. Put your name on it, okay? And let us know that you support. Okay? And then, of course, if you need a ministry, if you need to fellowship, if you need something to lift your soul and your spirit, baby, I'm telling you, much prayer, much power, and faith over fear, honey. Because what? It's much prayer. It's much power. And much prayer. You better hold it. What? Yes, it is. Baby, get it in where you fit in. Because we always stomp on our fear and step out on our faith. That's what we do. We stomping, baby, and we not playing no games. So come and join us on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, okay? Make sure that you are there. Come and join us. Faith over fear, much prayer, much power. We would love to have you fellowship with us as well. If you need, hey, go check us out on the Linktree page, okay? Yes, you can find us. So you'll know and be able to stay in the know. And of course, don't forget about myself, Elliott Knight Professionals, and of course, Too Gone Too Long Judgment Free Radio and Judgment Free TV. Yes, baby, we doing it over there. So if you like good music, make sure you go over there to Judgment Free Radio, baby. We giving you all the hottest shows. Yes, we are on the internet radio, okay? And then, of course, we here for the Judgment Free TV, educating you, broaden your horizon this year in 2023. That's what we doing. We betting on us. We are making a difference, okay? That's what we're doing. And again, shout out to Kitaro Johnson and the whole American National Insurance Company team over there. Hey, may God continue to bless you and God continue to show you how to be great in this life. Don't stop, never stop. Do what it is that you love to do and continue to give us what we need, okay? And to protect you. So, with that being said, hey, y'all, make sure y'all go support all my friends, my associates, and my family, because that's what they are. Hey, I love them. I love them. I love them. And I want you to love them too, okay? That's what I want you to do. And so let me close this out with my thoughts of the day. This is my thought of the day. You only have one life to live. Never take it for granted. Love those who love you. Always put God first. Live abundantly while living your best life. Who cares what it may look like to others when it's your happiness and peace that you shall obtain? That's my thought of the day. Hey, keep living your best life, babies. You already know. I love you. I love you. I love you, my God's angels. Y'all keep being blessed. Stay prayed up. And whatever you do, don't forget to tell somebody that you love them today, because tomorrow isn't promised to any of us. Too gone, too long. It's time to come back home, spreading love throughout the land. See you later, God's angels. See you later.